Okay, we need some sugarcane because today I've spent the past few hours mining. The one thing that I've realized and that I kind of miss about late game in general is not having fast enough tools. It is painfully slow to mine. Well, yeah, we need sugarcane because we need bookshelves and we need to get enchanting. Jeez, I cannot get enough of this beautiful terrain. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, wow. You know, there's a lot of cool things around this area that I see it and I'm like, I want to build there so badly. All right, so let's get this sugarcane place down here. Got no real good spot except this massive body of water down here. I'm just gonna place down a bunch of this dirt here. We're gonna get the sugarcane planted on top of it. And there we go. Sugarcane line is all done. I've been meaning to build a proper path all the way from the top here down to the bottom. A lot of this is just temporary too, so I will probably come back one day and clean this up with a nice brush, nice fresh coat of paint. Now I do believe our next step is to go find ourselves some cows. We need their leather, their hide, and I'm pretty sure I saw some over on this hill over here when we were exploring last episode. Maybe they're still there. There you are. Up all the way up there. Hello, hello. Come with me, come with me. Where's your friend? Hello. Come on, let's go back home. You will be farmed and bred for all of eternity. Alright, well, much like the sheep, you are also going to go into a hole. Get on in there. Alright, so last episode I talked about this. This is how I kind of ended the episode with this floating thing. But this is a bit different from what you saw last time. I've done a bit of work on it. I'm not too sure I like it either. I don't really think this is going to work for us. It just doesn't make any sense for like putting chests and storage and items and everything here. I don't even know what I would do other than put like chests on these floating platforms. But if I'm going to do that, why not just put it on like a flat ground? You know, I was trying to be cool and all that, making floating things, but they're just like giant swings. And they don't do anything. And they're inconvenient, and it just doesn't make any sense how I would build a path over there. And, yeah. Well, all we have to do now is wait for the cows to finish growing up, and then we can kill them, breed them again with the wheat behind us. But in the meantime, I want to get working on another project that we are going to do right here. We're going to build a place for the enchanting station and our storage items, since we're no longer using that floating thingy over there. And we're going to use the natural look of the terrain. So there's a natural pathway that I feel is like right here. Pretty much like a nice rocky formation kind of stuff, going all the way up to here. Nice little pathway, twisting and turning around, and then to a little balcony with a little house just kind of sitting here. Just a small little thing to start us off, nothing too major. All right then, cue the time lapse. Let's get to work. Well, there we go, guys. That's our build all the way up top there. I just decided to make one of these like hourglass things or spyglasses and just check out the build from different vantage points. I want to climb to these hills on the other side and zoom in and see what we got. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I like that. There's still a bit of work I have to do on that side of the build, but I want to put some trees or some perhaps a waterfall that goes down. Something. All right, so I've already moved all the items from our storage space just over here, where the not the pigs, the cows and the sheep are hanging out. And this is the pathway, so I'll just do a little bit of a walk through here. It kind of branches off into two different areas, so I want to do something back there eventually. But this is the main path that goes right to the front doors of our house. And then inside here, we've got all of our items perfectly sorted from like wood, dirt, all the way to miscellaneous items. And a few paintings just to spruce up the place. But there's a nice porch that kind of just overlooks the large area like around here. So we can see all the way down into the valley. Check out how our village is doing. Yeah, there's not much. I mean, all the villagers there are dead because it is an abandoned village. But if we continue on over, there's another doorway that just leads outside. And then up to the second floor, which has the enchanting station with a bell. Ring, ring, ring. And inside here, I've done a bit of work. So we just have to place in 2 more pieces of bookshelves. There we go. And it's all done. So this is a level 30 enchant. I got one of the bookshelves just hiding out in the back there. We got our lapis lazuli up top. And we're going to do an enchantment. We're going to enchant our... Actually, you know what? Let's do our pickaxe for now. We'll see what we can get. Unbreaking 3. All right. Oh, yes. Fortune 2. I would have liked Fortune 3, but that's not too shabby. You blocking the path there, buddy. Well, let's see if we can't get ourselves an ender pearl then. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Oh. Teleporting in the water. Hey, buddy. Come on at me. Hey, we did get one. Oh, it's perfect. Alright, so here's a comparison. This is what an iron pickaxe does to deep slate. Just painfully slow. And I had to do this up until I found diamonds. And then the diamond pickaxe came along. And then we get, let's see what an efficiency 4 pickaxe will do to deep slate. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going to change the way I play. Holy. Hey, there we go. And with our Fortune 2, we're going to get a couple of extra. How many we got? 6 diamonds. There we go. Well, guys, that was a pretty successful, like, 5 minutes in the mine, because look at that. 27 diamonds. 27 from, like, 5 minutes. I mean, you guys know Fortune already is just the greatest thing since sliced bread, but it really is. Sliced bread is as good, if not better, than Fortune. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just craft up a bunch of extra tools here. And we'll do an enchantment of a... Oh, what do we want to get here? We got unbreaking on all of them. Let's do a... Well, since we've already got a fortune pickaxe, let's go ahead and do a shovel. See what we can get. Efficiency 3. All right, well, that's better than just a paper plastic iron shovel. I think we've got a bit of an overpopulation problem. Got a little too many cows in the hole, if you know what I mean. And sheep too. Shouldn't forget about those sheep. I think what we're going to do now, what we're going to work on next here, is that little spot right next to the enchanting house, or enchanting storage room place, that I was talking about. We're going to put a waterfall and like trees and stuff. I'm thinking what we'll do, we'll put this farm actually instead right next to it, because I mean this farm is kind of just like out in the open, and I think it really needs a place to live. And I don't think I showed off that spot yet, but it's right next to the enchanting station. So if we go up this secondary path and then around the back of the house, we've got a little bit of space to play with. Not a whole lot, but I think we could do something with like a horizontal or like an angled farm, kind of starting at the top there and then making its way, I don't know, down to here. And it would also look really good if we were to incorporate that waterfall concept and have it go down the side of the mountain, right? And then we have like wheat and like food and stuff growing up next to it. All right, so the next step then is to start prepping the land. But first we got to get rid of all of these crops. I know, we're breaking crops that aren't fully finished, and I guess I could just go ahead and... I guess I could technically just start the project and not have to worry about this, but... yeah, I don't know, why am I doing this? And then just to feed the overpopulation problems, let's go ahead and breed up the more of some animals. So I'm really thinking what we're going to do for this is put an aquifer coming straight out of the mountain, and then it'll kind of puddle up or make sort of like a pond shape just on the on this area. It's like a basin almost. And from there, it'll sort of spill over the edge. Kind of like when you fill a cup of water up too high, it just starts going over the edge. I think that's what we're gonna aim for, and we'll do it in like this area here. So if we just chopped out like most of this, then I think that would work. And we're gonna just let it go straight off the edge. I'm not thinking we're gonna do too much in the way of forming how it's gonna look. Just kind of let it do its thing, go right straight down the bottom. I think that would look fine. Don't think it needs to be that manicured. Something I never even knew before is that the Efficiency 3 shovel mines grass slower than it does mine dirt. Like, it's an insta-click on dirt, but it's a little bit slower on grass. I didn't know that. Thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, that looks good. That feels really good to me. I kind of like how it starts narrow and then it branches out a little bit. Actually, what we could do is do that. Yeah. And let's see, where does it actually go here? Oh my goodness. It really covers the whole thing, doesn't it? All the way down to the village there. Well, there we go. Once the wheat's all grown up, it's going to obviously look a lot better. But there's one last thing that I would like to add, and that is probably my favorite thing to put into any sort of pathway, and that's just like regular grass. It makes the whole path feel like it's really overgrown, and there's like little bushels, whatever you want to call it, grass that is growing into the path, and it really just adds character, life, spice, the spice of life, you know. Here we go. I quite like that. I think that looks really good. Let's... One more thing. I keep saying one more thing. But we'll put a tree here. I want to hide a lot of the back of the hill. It looks quite naked. So I think if we put some trees there, it would look good. And then we could stick one more tree just right here. I think if we were to get a tree to grow there, that would look good too. Even a mega tree. If we got a really tall tree here, it would grow like this whole area, and then we would have a really quaint walkway. But yeah, that's our little path, our little pond, little wheat field. It doesn't necessarily replace the one that we have over here, but well, maybe, yeah. It doesn't, it's nowhere near the size. So maybe I shouldn't have torn out this one. Maybe I'll put these seeds back, but we do have a second little crop of land if we do want to ever get some wheat. And oh dear. Oh, I shouldn't have bred them earlier. Oh, this isn't good. I have the inventory space. I can clear them out a little bit. Alright, let's put this wheat back, and then we're going to call it an episode there, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for hanging out today. Really do appreciate it. And if you got any comments, questions, or suggestions for our build in behind me, let me know down in the comments. I'm curious to see what you think. Maybe you got an idea for how we can make it even better. Or maybe you think it's the dungiest thing you've ever seen. The dungiest. Yeah, the dungiest thing you've ever seen. It's not even a word, but it is a word now. I've just made that up. Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next episode. Have yourselves a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.